don't know if maybe I just don't resonate with where she was mentally when she wrote that. A lot of people do. A lot of people are like crazy about the lyrics. Some people were even up in arms because she swears on this album. And so, smaller Swifties, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's swearing in front of people. I don't care if she swears. I almost feel like a lot of her music sounds the same. I feel like it just sort of blends into the background. There's like 2 or 3 maybe fun hits that if it comes on, I'm singing along or I'm bopping my head. But the majority of the rest is just like background music to me. And in comparison is around the same time, you may have heard about Beyonce's new album. Have you heard any of that? So everybody's up in arms. Beyonce was making a country album. I don't know if that's what it's actually supposed to be or not. Beyonce's like, it's not country, it's Beyonce. But she basically marketed it as a country album. Again, I've not sat and listened to the whole thing, but from what I've heard, this album got a lot of flack. At least from what I've seen on social media, it was not popular. It was not well received. There were rumors that like her husband Jay-Z even had to like pay radio stations to play it, and I don't know if that's true or not. From what I've heard of Beyonce's album, I like it better than Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift.
See, I think at a certain point in a career of an actor or a musician that you go from talent to brand, right?
Yeah.
And like Taylor could come out with Tay-Tay's turd sandwiches, and they would be the #1 sandwich ordered in restaurants.
Yeah.
Because it's really not about the end product if you attach it to her name. That's why you can have Liam Neeson and put him in the worst written movie ever, and it would be box office whatever, because the loyalty to that brand from the people who assume that it's going to be a certain type of thing if they go and watch it, and they suspend sort of their critique of it. Where you could take a more talented band or a more talented actor, put them side by side, and Tay-Tay and Liam's going to win every single time because of that brand awareness. So I don't think it's even fair at that point to listen through the spectrum of whether or not it's good or anything, because you didn't really buy it because it was good. If you were on the pursuit of good music, you wouldn't have arrived at Taylor or Liam.
Yeah, like there's not a doubt, I don't think in anyone's mind, that Taylor Swift's next album was going to be huge regardless of what it sounded like.
100%.
People are going to be like, it's Taylor Swift, she's a powerhouse, and
I think they
she
should
touches
trial
is
it.
gold.
I think they should whisper in your ear, Taylor, what I want you to do is I want you to take professional curling as your new favorite sport. And I want you to watch how professional curling takes root and becomes the #1 American pastime, or global pastime.
She could
just
absolutely
to see
do it. Absolutely.
She can lend her brand into anything.
And the following is so insane that if anyone does speak out or say, I don't like this because of whatever Taylor did with it, like those people get death threats. That's how much she has affected the masses. She's become very powerful.
I want you to make a guess at this.
Okay.
All right. So next month you hear that Taylor Swift is running for president.
Oh my gosh.
What odds do you think that Taylor Swift would be our next president?
I would bet. I would put money that she would be. I would.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
All I got to say.
But again, so I would be really interested in hearing from people that are not just diehard Swifties, but just anyone that is an objective listener to listen to her work and say, what do you think about this, honestly?